talking there. So I didn't put two and two together that I had that video playing. I'm sorry. Oh, puzzle! Unwrap the puzzle. Okay. What's this? Bluebird Puzzle. Bora Bora. Oh shit. Okay.
Is it Bluebird?
I've never seen this brand.
And Amelia is looking very proud of herself. She correctly guessed not only the brand but also the image. I have no idea how she did that because Bluebird has like dozens and dozens of designs. So we might have a chance to chat to her later.
Dang.
Okay, so you can unwrap the paper, take off the plastic, and then when it's ready to go, yeah, keep the bag inside the box, but just any plastic wrap that's covering the box can be removed.
Yeah, I have to remember that because I have that.
And then when you're ready,
video.
just place it back in the middle of the table.
Oh my god, this is. I mean, we have like this guy is gonna be okay. This guy is gonna be okay.
Belgian participants? Yes,
but
we do. We have 2 Belgian participants, and both
I don't know how the
cut
cut is. I never played this puzzle before, this brand before. So I don't know.
So we can start the countdown.
Countdown starting.
Yeah,
okay, I'm gonna put my headphones
you
away.
can already write the done message in your chat.
Oh yes.
Just have that ready open for when
I have done it. I have done it.
If and then just have your chat window open.
I should change this like YouTube channel thing to my puzzling channel, honestly, because I upload more things there.
Down.
Okay. I'm putting the wait. I have to put the headphones away. Okay.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, they're small pieces.
And they are frantically opening the boxes and opening the plastic. Now, what's on the image? Because I couldn't really see from the small pictures.
Those are edges. Okay,
so the puzzle for tonight is so it's from Bluebird Puzzle and it's called Bora Bora Tahiti. So this is
sky. I mean, it stands out a lot.
From the tree we did on Sunday, this is the first like landscape scene or the first proper photo with sky and water.
I don't know if I should go for the edge.
Bit of a gradient
I think I will not try to go the edge first, but
some bungalows in the midsection and then mountains
but see if I can't
a fair
do
section
anything
of
else,
sky
then I'll go
and clouds. I think it's a hard puzzle. At least for me, it would be a hard puzzle. But it's a beautiful image. Which? I think the sky, especially that blue part, seems like solid blue.
Yeah, where the sun meets
yeah, there
the
is
ocean.
there one corner of the image is a bit darker than the others, but it's a very slight gradient. So it is a lot of dark blue and then a lot of.
I'm not picking out barely any.
I mean, these are the types of images that I avoid myself. And I guess when I was picking images, there were so many nice artwork pictures that, yeah, I just didn't get around to finding a photo. But so this is the first proper landscape photo. Yeah. So on the screen, we have Anna from Finland.
I'm really trying to be conscious about a double flipping P. Because I've noticed that I do that.
Arcadius
That's
from
something
Poland.
I can consciously work towards not doing.
And Aurora from Norway. Yes, Aurora from Norway.
Accident. That was an accident.
So we see Anna doing some sorting into piles. Are you someone who sorts right away, or are you someone who flips everything? I always do the full flip, and then I've just started recently sorting into piles. I think because I've seen other people do it, and yeah, I realized before I was kind of wasting too much time kind of scanning all the pieces to find the colors that I needed. And I thought maybe it's not such a bad idea that when I see people sorting into piles in the beginning, and so I have started to do that, and it seems to be a good strategy.
Mm. Yeah, it takes a bit more time in the beginning, but you're saving the time later when you're trying to pick out the specific pieces that you're looking for. Personally, I'm too impatient to do it. I just want to get to puzzling.
I still think
So
that
for
island
me, it's still
probably is the
a
best
full
thing to
flip
start
and
because not
sorting
a
out
lot
the
of people,
edges. Just because I don't know, even though it only
not a lot
takes
of
4 minutes, I just want to start.
turns out.
So here's Ireland from Argentina, Benjamin from the UK, giving a wave,
Ah shit! I
Chiara
didn't put
from
the
Italy,
timer.
and Christina from Denmark. So we have two Christinas from Denmark today. Christina with a C is on the
I don't
screen,
know how long
and
it's
we also
been.
have a Christina with a K.
Okay. Oh, this image quality is not. Image quality is.
So I might leave Chiara on the screen for a bit longer, since she's always consistently at the top. So here we have Claudia. Oh, no. Claudia, your screen is turned off. Please check that.
Who's it?
Here's Cornelia from Austria, Eleanor from France, and Ellen from the Netherlands. Now, I have to admit, I was a bit disappointed with this with the puzzle when it arrived. I have to say, I don't think Bluebird has the best quality for the best resolution for photos. That was the first time I'd seen a photo. Before we've had, we had a digital image slash illustration from Bluebird, and I also own some other Bluebird puzzles that I really like. But I was disappointed once I held it up close that some of the pieces, they do seem a bit pixelated, unfortunately. Other than that, I enjoy this puzzle a lot more than I expected.
Now we should be.
Yeah, it's a shame when
Right, so
the
this
quality for
color.
photographs is bad, because we definitely do have the technology now
Oh, I don't.
to make high resolution
Misfits are
pictures
gonna
and also
happen.
to use high resolution pictures, especially if you're a commercial puzzle brand. You can invest in buying the high quality pictures from your photographers, or invest in hiring photographers that can use better pictures.
All these.
Yeah, so Eleanor's doing something interesting there. She's got some trays and she's sorting the sky and the water, it appears, onto the trays for later. We'll see how that strategy turns out.
That guy is at the top. One of these is okay, so this guy is here. So these purple ones are here.
So here's Elodie from France,
Huh?
Francisca from Germany, and
Oh,
Emilia from
I
Finland.
think I have to move on from
And
this. There's so
I did
many
have to laugh
misfits.
when Emilia sent me
Okay, so
her
this guy's
story
here.
about 2 hours ago where
Okay,
she made
that
her
guy there.
speculation.
So this guy.
So she did she showed
Or maybe
two
like
time
that.
lapse videos, and that was her guess. So in one of the videos, it was one of the pictures, she was doing a bluebird puzzle, and in the other one, she was doing a tropical island scene with a beach. So when I saw that, I did laugh out loud to myself. I was like, oh, how does she do that?
This one?
I think she's
Here.
psychic. She's
No,
like
here.
a secret witch, and she just
That one
knows
there.
these things, because it's not just here where she has guessed correctly
There.
which puzzle is gonna come, but she has
Okay, so
had
this is not
many
there yet.
correct guesses already. So I'm curious to see what she says, which puzzles are gonna come in the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship this year, because
Oh,
I'll definitely be
okay, so
listening
this
to
guy
that.
is at the top.
Yeah, and I mean, and that's a completely different type of guess. I mean, here you have a box, so you can kind of line it up and say, oh, that matches that box that I already have. But I was thinking about it today when I saw her preview video come up, like the trailer for her members only video. I was thinking, like, okay, how do you guess what could possibly come up in the worlds? But yeah, so we can see Elodie's working on the border. Yara has started on the sandbar in the foreground of the image. There's like a white sandbar, and Emilia
These
is
houses, like
working
I don't
on
know if I should go for the
different
houses.
parts.
I think Emilia is just picking pieces and
Yes.
placing them where
Damn,
they
this
are
is so
supposed to
hard. I
go.
can't really do anything.
At least that's
I
kind of
can't
what
put
it
those
looks like.
pieces
Like she
together. I don't
grabs
know
a
what
piece
time
and she
it
just
is.
kind
This
of
is
places
bad.
it.
Yeah, and it looks like more like on the middle section,
Just go
perhaps
for the edge.
the brown bungalows in the mid-ground.
Yeah.
So that's very interesting. I'm going to
No,
keep
not that
Emilia
one.
on the screen a bit longer.
This side.
Here's Heike from Germany
That
and
is there.
Eva from Latvia.
Okay, so the green water.
Yeah, so tonight we have participants from 25
Okay.
countries.
Is something like that?
The countries
No.
represented are
This way.
Argentina, Austria, Belgium, Bulgaria, Croatia. So our first participant from Croatia tonight, Denmark, Finland, France, Germany, Guatemala, Hungary, Ireland, Italy, Latvia, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Portugal, Romania, Slovakia, Sweden, Switzerland, the UK, and the USA.
It's a trip around the world and a trip to Bora Bora. And the purple puzzler says that she prefers to travel to Bora Bora rather than doing the puzzle because it looks challenging to her, and I agree. I noticed that a lot of people today have darker tables, and I wonder if it's maybe an advantage for this puzzle to have a dark table.
Oh?
Yeah, well, with Kiara, it doesn't seem, I mean, she's done already a couple of very dark puzzles on that dark table. It doesn't seem to bother her at all. But I think for newbies, it's definitely an advantage to have, in general, a lighter background.
Yeah, I agree. So far, we haven't had any guesses on how long you think people will need to complete this puzzle. So if you have a guess, let us know in the chat.
That one? That one goes together. Okay.
Yeah, so talking about Bora Bora, why this puzzle, why I enjoyed this puzzle more than I expected, because I generally avoid these types of images, is that as I was doing the puzzle, I was really transported to Bora Bora in my mind. I mean, it's different just to look at a picture and say, oh, that's a nice place, I'd like to go there one day. But like, as I was piecing it together, each bungalow piece joined together, I'm imagining, oh, I was there.
Oh, wait, this guy.
Diving off my front balcony and straight into the water. And so it was actually a really enjoyable experience for me to do this puzzle. And I felt, even though it was a harder puzzle, and this was of course before I got to the sky, but I could, felt a bit in the holiday mode as I was doing that. So hopefully some people are enjoying the image.
Here we go.
So there's Ingrid from Romania and Jessie from Luxembourg. And Jessie, of course, is quite inspiring what she has achieved so far, from second to last in the first place, in the first competition, to reaching 9th place in her most recent one. So that's shows a lot of dedication and training. And I think she's it's good for the people who may be starting out and feeling a bit discouraged that they don't finish the puzzle in time, or coming towards the end. I think it's it's just the beginning of a journey, and we'll hopefully find out more from Jessie.
Yeah, nobody is immediately good at speed
No, that's
puzzling, I would say. It's definitely something that you need to practice a lot and keep practicing it and keep figuring out maybe what are the things that make you a bit slower and how can you get a little
okay.
bit
So that's somewhere
faster.
here.
And by just, yeah, working on it, you can definitely improve.
So here's George from Portugal. He reminds me a bit of Alejandro in this pose. I mean, standing up but leaning very close to the table
Yeah.
and a really close eye on all the
Now
pieces.
these guys have to be there.
And here's Jukka
Okay.
from Finland. And here's
Right.
also very interesting. He's taken the time to sort the pieces into their different colors.
Very few. I feel like I've taken
And
very
also
few edge
using
pieces.
trays for better space management. I mean, yeah, that's also a big thing. I mean, when you tip out 500 pieces, this just covers the whole table, but having
This
some trays
guy
at least
is
you
on
can kind
this
of move
side.
them away to where you need them. I find that I'm often like
So
pushing pieces off to the side to get them out of my way.
Yeah. The first time I used trays was last year at the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship. I had never used trays before, but there we really needed it, especially for the team rounds. When you
so
do
this guy is
1,000-piece
on
puzzles, you just kind of need
this
space
edge.
to work on it, especially if you're 4 people. And it is
This
really
guy is.
helpful for space
Wait, this guy is very
management
close to
and
the bottom.
yeah, especially if your table is not big enough to just move the pieces aside, it can be very helpful to have extra trays.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, definitely for team puzzles, it makes sense. I've used them myself just at home when I'm doing a 1,000-piece puzzle. But yes, I've never tried it with a 500-piece puzzle. So here's Kira from the Netherlands. And Kira actually came to Trier and visited me and my shop, and that was really nice. So I've actually met Kira,
Which
and
is the edge.
she was holidaying in the nearby, and yeah, also chose some lovely puzzles. So, and Kira and her sister, her sister was also participating tonight. So Peter, we will see her a bit later, is also participating.
How am I not be?
And both of them are coming to Trier to our event in August, which is very exciting.
That's great. I'm so looking forward to meeting
Actually here?
more of you guys in person.
Wishful thinking.
Yeah, and I'm glad to see Karen made it home in time and is getting started on her
Somewhat like
puzzle.
that.
So that's good to see. Karen from Germany.
We have the first guesses coming in. They are so one person has a very specific guess, 47 minutes and 35 seconds. Then we have 52 minutes and 53 minutes. I think those guesses are
Okay, this guy is for
probably
sure
in the
somewhere.
correct range. But some people might surprise us. It might go even faster, but I think generally that's probably a good guess for someone fast to finish a puzzle like this.
Yeah, so my time for this one was, I was glad to make it under 90 minutes, 1 hour and 28 minutes and 46 seconds.
Yeah, I think the more average speed puzzlers among us
I'm putting some things
will
together.
probably manage to do it in under 1.5 hours, but yeah, these photographs are always challenging. How did you go about solving this one, Michelle?
There? Pure grit and positive self-talk. Because once I got to the sky and the clouds, like I just had a mass of blue pieces and then like these kind of whitish grayish pieces, and that's the part where it's like, oh, do I have to do this? Can I just give up now? And I'm like, no, come on, you can do this, do the shape sorting, do this logically. And I just pushed my way through, and I was super happy
this
that
super
I made
green
it
water
within 90 minutes. So here we have Kat from Germany, Katrin from Switzerland, Kirsty from Finland, and Christina with a K from Denmark.
And no more water?
A lot of people seem to start with that. Is it like a sand, beachy, kind of a light strip?
Yeah, so it's like a sandbar that sticks out of the water, the shallow water. I can show a close up of that
There?
again.
There? No? No, that's there.
So there's like a little
And this guy is about.
two little palm trees and a little hammock there at the front. So I guess from your beachfront accommodation, you could just walk across the water, the shallow water, and lie in the hammock. And there
Okay.
is like a soft gradient here. Like
Okay.
here, it's a bit more purplish, the
There's the
water,
sky.
and then closer to the houses, it's more green.
Yeah.
So there is actually, I found the water, yeah, quite fun because there were these color variations.
Yeah, I'm not surprised people are starting with that. I think I would have probably also started with that just because it kind of sticks out and it's like easy to find like the edge of the sand compared to the water. And then you have immediately a connection to the bottom edge that's going to go around. So
No?
seems a popular place to start for a lot of the people here.
That fits.
So here's
Here.
Linda
No. There.
from
Doi. Wait. That fits here. This is
Linda.
here.
I can't
Oh
find her
no.
email list. We have quite a few people with similar names. We have two Lyns
This
from
way.
Belgium. We have Lynn from Norway and Alina from Norway.
Is it Linda from Latvia, maybe?
Fuck.
Oh, yes, it is. My apologies. Yes, Linda from Latvia, Alina from Norway, Lynn Meritha from Norway, and Lisbeth from Guatemala.
Not sure. That's somewhere there.
Yeah, most people start with that sand. A lot of people are doing the edge, which I wonder if I would do the edge with this puzzle. Yeah, maybe it's good to know how much blue do I have to puzzle together.
Yeah, I like here, like Lynn
Need more.
Meritha and Lisbeth and
Something that's
Linda, they've all sorted out into these color
Okay,
sections.
here we go.
And you can see quite clearly on Lisbeth's image the different shades of blue.
Yeah, it's a good puzzle to do a sort up front for sure because the different sections are so clearly different from each other. It's probably also easy to differentiate the water from the sky. So I think it's if you're gonna sort a puzzle, this is the type of puzzle that you are gonna sort.
I like what Lynn Meritha is doing here. I mean, she's gone for the contrast line of the horizon. Well, so the mountain line.
Okay,
That's
so
also
there's
what
this
I
red
like to do. I
house.
didn't do it with this image, but
This
I like to
red
look for like
house
the
is
lines
right here.
of contrast. So if there's a mountain
I
range,
mean, they're all
or,
red, but
yeah,
one of them is more
like
red
a
than
strong
the other.
horizon or contrast, or where the sky meets the water.
Bigger red.
The purple puzzler is asking, how long did it take for you both to consistently reach below the 1.5 hour mark? That's a great question. Probably longer than I would like to admit.
Yeah.
For me, I didn't even consistently reach under the 1.5 hour mark when I signed up for Worlds last year. So I managed to do it every once in a while, and I thought that's probably good enough to go to Worlds. Why not? And it's only been in the last, basically since maybe like January, that I'm pretty sure that any puzzle you give me, I can probably do under 1.5 hours. So it's been like 1.5 years for me of like of speed puzzling semi regularly to get to a point where I can say that probably I can do it with pretty much any puzzle, except if it's like a puzzle that's like all black or like really hard to, where you have to like shape puzzle basically the whole thing. What about you, Michelle?
I say I'm like almost there. So I've been speed puzzling for 5 months now, and I'm yeah pretty happy with my progress. Like I am consistently getting under 90 minutes, but then there's always like the puzzle that makes me humble and tells me you need
Different
to learn
colors.
another skill.
That one.
You know, you need to work more on sky,
Oh.
or you need to work more on super detailed images. So
I just have to
I
take the
feel
pieces. Oh.
yeah, I feel I'd say I'd rather have a rather
Wait,
rapid
this guy
progress.
connects? Oh, I guess it does.
But yeah, there's still several puzzles that I've taken me over 2 hours, and I'm gonna revisit them closer to the worlds. So here we have Lynn
Here.
Everard from Belgium and Lynn Chan from Belgium, Madara from
Where is this?
Latvia, and Magdalena from Germany. So Magdalena is making a good section here at the bottom. Now she's filling in the water. And Lynn has started at the sky. Lynn Everard. She might be the only one starting with the sky, starting with the hardest part first. But we can see a nice outline there.
Could we maybe have a look at some of the
Purple.
top contenders
No,
for
that's
today,
probably not.
just to have kind of a comparison to where they are at?
Yeah, so Lena has told
Okay,
me
so
that
where would this
Quinta
white
and
water
Elodie
be?
are very fast.
Really white water. Here.
Oh, wow. So Quinta looks like, yeah, well, she's on the border and a good midsection. Emilia's
that's the
working on the lower half. Elodie's also done the bungalow section, and Kiara. Oh, Kiara's done the mountains. Okay, so it looks like Kiara has done. Started from the bottom and worked her way up. Okay, it looks like Kiara is in the lead. So we haven't gone through everyone yet. So we'll leave Kiara there and we'll head back. Let's check in on Mandy, Marin, and Maria. Okay, so there's Mandy from the Netherlands.
Like there is a direction
Marin
to the water.
from Germany, and Maria's daughter Timia from Slovakia. Also, our youngest competitor tonight.
That's great. And she's almost done with the edge. And she has sorted everything into nice piles.
Yeah, I think this is her third solo, possibly. And I know she did pairs with her mum. So she's young starter, and really positive to see that she's into speed puzzling and already competing in competitions. And she and her mum will be coming to Trier. So we'll get to meet them in person. So we have Mariam from the Netherlands working on blue water, Nana from Denmark, and Nicole from Bulgaria. So Chiara has done the outline of the mountain and is now filling in the dark section in the middle. Here's Neves from Croatia, Olivia from Poland, and Rika from Finland.
Oh, come on. Why am I doing this all the time?
So tonight we have, 9 Germans and 8 Finnish participating. So those seem to be the most popular countries for speed puzzling, or from the participants.
I think in the World Championship, the German
There's a
participants
direction to
are
the
now more than Spanish participants. So
water.
if you
It
if you're
might
a
seem
German and you
like
compete in the
I'm
World
putting it so
Championship,
easily,
it's
but
gonna be tough
it's just
for
because it
you
has
to
direction.
move on to
You kind of know which way it's
next
gonna
rounds
go.
because you'll have to beat the other Germans.
Mhm. Yeah, that's right. So the first is the number of Germans, followed by Spanish, and then I believe the third biggest group is America.
Do you have rules for trays and puzzle stands for
Oh, it's this
the
side.
Euro Jigsaw Jam in Trier? Because somebody says that in the Dutch competitions, you are not allowed to have trays, and you're also not allowed to have puzzle stands.
That's a good question. So closer to the time, I will send out like a more detailed like FAQs. And I did want to mention that I have no problem
Oh,
with
and this one.
box holders. I mean, I use one all the time, and I think
More.
it's a very
There's
handy
more.
tool for a speed puzzler. And trays,
here.
I don't see a problem with either, especially for the team, especially for teams, yeah, with 1,000 pieces. So those are both welcome. So what about competitions that you participated in? I mean, you did a, tell us about the competitions that you've done.
So the one I did in Arlon, there were
I
very
feel
little
like
rules
probably
about
somebody's like
what
close to doing
extra
the
things
puzzle.
you can use. I mean, there were even people there that
No?
brought
Here.
like boxes and then propped the puzzle surface on even on top of the boxes, so people could stand and didn't have to hunch
Okay.
over. um, they every table there had a lamp provided by the organizers that we could use, but
Hmm.
honestly, I
Where is
thought the lamps in the hall were sufficient. I didn't really like the lamp that they provided.
Come on.
So there, yeah, they
Oh,
didn't
dude.
really have any rules about
The doy.
bringing extra things, so that they were really chill about it. At Worlds, you know, they're a bit more specific. They say you can only have this many trays, and they have to have this specific size. And you know, it makes sense if you're in a big room with a lot
This
of people
house
and
is this
somebody
way.
brings out like an A2 sized foam board and like, you know, tries to walk around with that, you're going to bump into other puzzlers. And I think um, the goal should always be that
House?
every puzzler can have their own room and their own space to do their puzzle
Need more
as well
pieces.
as they can.
That's there.
So I think as long as
That's
your
there.
extra
That's
things don't
that's that big.
impede your neighbor puzzler. If you're puzzling with 2 people on a table, for example, I think you should allow it.
Oh,
I think the Dutch
that one.
championship should also allow, especially puzzle stands. I mean, why not?
Mhm. Yeah, so we just had on the screen before Sana from Finland, Siobhan from
Okay.
Ireland, and Tammy from the US. And now we have Tobias, who's making good progress down the middle section and most of the, filling in the water gaps now. We have Taya from Finland, Valerie from Germany, and Vesna from Finland. Uta, your camera is not working. Please check that out, Uta. Yeah, something I noticed about the Dutch Championship is that it was very crowded and the tables are really close together. It was a very full room, and also the spectators were like standing, like basically looking over the shoulders of each team. So perhaps it was more of a space constraint that they just didn't want extra, objects on the table all around the table. And but then I don't know what you would do with a box then, because the box takes more space sitting on the table than it does if you put it on a stand.
Yeah, it's probably something they maybe just didn't consider beforehand, and they didn't maybe just think that people would want a box stand, because Maybe they just didn't know about it.
Okay.
But now that I have
Well, this
one,
palm
I
tree
don't
is
like doing puzzles without it anymore. I'm so used to that it's like at a nice angle and there's no
and the
glare,
other
and like
one,
I
I
know exactly
guess.
where it is, and I can always look at it at the same spot. And I don't have to like go like this over the table just to look at the image. So I think box stands are very helpful.
No.
Yeah, so here we have Vicky from Hungary, Victor from Poland, and Quinta from the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So
Quinta is doing great progress. If you would take her puzzle and
Palm trees?
Chiara's
More?
puzzle, you would have a finished puzzle.
yeah, and so we see Vicky has also done the sorting method, and she's working her way from the bottom towards the top. But Victor is doing the clouds. So there's a nice section of clouds done. And he's also
I think
done
I
the bottom
displaced the
half.
piece. No.
So different strategies
Okay.
here where people are starting.
Oh wait, that's there.
Okay. So I'm going to check the updates from
that's not
Lena
there.
of who might be racing towards the front.
Mhm. Annelies is saying that at the Belgium Championships, they had larger tables and people were allowed to use trays, etc. And they were divided up in 2 different rooms because they had 71 teams, which I think is fair. If you know that you have a lot of teams coming, then why not
Of course, they have a direction to
2
the.
or like a bigger venue to really accommodate everybody and give everyone a little bit more space. I think at the Worlds
They
this
have a
year,
direction
that's the
to
reason
the.
why they made so many different groups,
Within rooms.
so that everyone has enough space to puzzle.
So was it were there no
the blue
preliminaries
stuff?
last year for the teams? Was it all in just one go?
No, last year I think it was 4 preliminary rounds,
Yeah.
but this year it's gonna be. I can look it up quickly.
So here we see Annemie
so
has
that
done a
is
good
not there.
bottom half. Yeah, so done about 50% of the puzzle. Cornelia is also, yeah, very close with the bottom half finished. Similar to Amelia. Now Amelia looks like she's starting on some of the clouds or where the mountain meets the sky. So Chiara has finished the mountain. So it looks like Chiara is still in the lead.
Yeah, started working on the edge for the sky. It looks like so she only has to fill in those 2 triangle skies at the top, and the sky and the clouds, of course. So this year at Worlds we have for the individual 6 different groups in the preliminary rounds, compared to 4 last year. And then pairs we have
these
4 different rounds for the preliminaries, compared to I think last year was it only 2? I don't remember. Less in any case.
Yeah, so time update, it's 36 minutes. Yeah, so Quinta and Alan participated in the Jan van Husteren Championships, so they might be used to that crowded atmosphere.
No. There. It's really bright forests.
What box stand do you favor? Well, I have a little one that I 3D printed. I posted about it a while back. It's just like a tiny little stand. It's enough, but if you do bigger puzzles, like 1,500 piece puzzles, it's a bit small to hold
Putting the
the
box
box
away
top.
because it's bothering
A lot of people are
me.
using the ones that you stock in your store, Michelle. The
Okay.
what would you call those?
So yeah, the box holders from Eurographics, that's the yellow plastic one that you can,
Yeah.
it's made of 3 pieces and you can just fold it flat. Those are out of
These
stock until August,
mountains.
unfortunately. And then we also have a wooden one from
Mountains.
Das Puzzle Collective.
This guy.
Just a bit more simple, just wood with like a
This guy is some-
slice taken out of it, you could say, where you can just slip in the box. Yeah, so I like seeing Lynn here, Lynn Everard, who's completed the sky. Starting from the top, starting with the hardest part. And
Look
here I
at
see
the-
Catherine from Switzerland has completed the outline of the mountain, starting a bit on the clouds. So I think Catherine is chasing Chiara. So I mean, still Chiara has a significant lead, but I think I think Catherine has moved forward from the pack. We have a
I'm
lot of
trying
people who've done
to
about
build the
halfway.
skyline. Especially when there's
Yeah, I'm seeing Tammy
is
is also
that I can
at
build.
about the same point as Katrin, done with the bottom and did the edge of the mountain. Anemi also pretty much at this similar stage. She has the edge completed.
That's
I mean, Linda's also doing really well with the outline of the mountains. The
Mhm.
border is complete and has done a good chunk of the clouds. And Magdalena has finished the mountains and starting on the clouds.
How do we feel about the 47-minute time prediction?
Oh.
It would be 8 minutes. I think maybe that's a bit tight, but you know, feel free to prove me wrong, puzzlers.
Yes. Okay, where was this? There was this little dude.
So Tammy's also working on the outline of the mountain, and Magdalena pushing onto the clouds.
That one? There we go. That's next to this big mountain.
So Valerie has also started with with the sky, completed the sky part. That's really nice to see. Sky and clouds are done, now starting on the mountains.
Tobias has also done some really good progress. It looks like he's working on the clouds. Which unsurprisingly is probably, apart from the sky, the hardest part of the puzzle.
Okay.
I wonder how challenging the mountain is, because a lot of people are kind of leaving the mountain and continuing with the sky instead. Maybe it's because it's dark pieces that it seems harder.
Yeah, so it's a mixture of rocks.
No, but this guy's here, yes.
Trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not so easy. It does all blend in together.
Yeah. Yeah, and anyways, for me, it's like anything that is plants or like trees, anything flora, fauna is like the hardest
Okay,
for
so
me to
this
do. I
guy.
just don't. I can't
This
see
guy
it.
is a bit
There's too
higher
much
here.
happening on the pieces, and I basically just have to shape the puzzle. Anything that's like that. So I might keep the mountain also for
This
last.
guy. Different color.
So it's hard. We have like a big pack of people. It's hard to see because everyone's coming from different angles, but there are Kiara's ahead, but then behind that, there's like so many who are working on the clouds and the mountains and the
Okay.
sky, but all coming from
That's on
different
this side.
sides. So I
You
think
should be
there's
able to
gonna be
make
some
the
really
silhouette of the
close
mountain,
times.
if anything.
Someone is asking to show Emilia Lieberman.
If anything, we should be able to make the silhouette of the mountain.
I'm also curious to see how far she's come.
That one.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention as well that Vesna is also live streaming tonight.
That's
So if
the
you want to get a
guy.
close-up angle, you can also check out Puzzling Happiness. Her husband Jan is commentating.
That's. Mm.
Emilia has rhythm going on, you know, she kind of like sways from side to side, and
There's
I'm not sure
nothing
if she's listening
else.
to music, but
They're gonna
somehow
help
she's got a
me.
flow going on,
Mother.
flowing from
She's
puzzling
up
to
moving.
grabbing her pieces, flowing
That one.
back to the other side and swaying back and forth. But I also like to puzzle at my kitchen bench. I find it like the perfect height for speed puzzling. It would be great if there was a competition with puzzles at standing height.
Yeah. I guess it's probably just a practical reason why they don't do that is just because if you go to a venue, they usually have sitting tables already available, and if you would have to get standing tables for your
Okay, more
competition,
rocky
it might
ones.
be a bit
Rocky Balboa.
too much of a cost.
So I've been told that Victor is close.
Okay.
It's okay. So Victor from Poland has done the mountains, the clouds, and now he's piecing together the sky. Fingers working at lightning pace.
Where's this guy? That guy's here.
So Alan has also done
Okay.
a good,
This
good
guy's
bottom
here.
half section, done some of the clouds.
No, that one. Here.
So I have yeah, I'm going to keep Victor on the screen.
Yeah, I think
Oh, okay.
he's moving so fast.
Okay. Okay.
I also want to check in on Linda and Katrin.
And someone else is also asking to check in on Quinta.
Here we go. Where is this? There.
Oh, let's not forget
That's-
Anime.
Yeah. Oh, she.
Today it's
Oh,
anybody's
stop.
win. I mean, literally anybody could win. I feel like everyone is so close
Oh, my back is killing me.
together. There's not it's not like one person is like clearly in the lead.
I agree. I feel like there's so many that are kind of like there's a pack of like 10.
Yeah.
So it's anybody's game. Tonight is the night. There's no Alejandro, no Kristen, no Teresa. So
Maybe that way. No? No? For you.
Is it possible to see how Lynn Merete is doing?
Here.
yes.
Yeah, we can check in on her.
Here.
Yeah, so Lynn Meredith, she's got like you see a bit of everything. It's
Take
just like
several
just got the gaps, but you have a bit of
pieces.
clouds, sky, a bit of mountain, a bit of beach, a bit of the bungalows. You can imagine what the image looks like. It's not like there's a one big chunk that's missing. It's
No,
also nice. So maybe she's doing the pick and place method.
I feel like she's done all the where colors are like clashing together.
Oh,
Like all
Exactly. Yeah, all the lines of contrast where all the colors meet.
yeah.
dark blue. Dark blue is
So we're
this
at
side,
48
actually.
minutes.
On this side.
And welcome to the others who are joining us on the chat. Nice to have you with us. Thanks for all the good questions as well. Yeah, and it's really great having Catherine here because I'm normally trying to do so many things at once. So it's nice to have somebody else checking the chat, and I can
Yeah.
focus a bit more on who we have on the screen.
No, that is on this side.
I'm really impressed with how well everybody's doing. Just to mention, the 47 minutes have come and gone. Nobody has finished in 47 minutes, but the other times that were guests, so like 52, 53 minutes, I think that could happen. Like
Not yet.
Victor is really close. He has maybe like, I don't know, 40 pieces left. Chiara looks to be equally close. Maybe 40, yeah, 40, 50 pieces. I don't know. I'm not so good at guessing how many pieces we see lying. And it's interesting that they are
doesn't go
both working in the same corner
together.
of the puzzle.
So here we see two different strategies. Arcadius is flipped and is working now on the sky, working on his puzzle upside down. And here we have Anna, who's got two blocks, two islands that she hasn't connected. So one clear block of sky and one clear block of water, and just missing in the middle. So many different ways to approach a puzzle.
These guys, I guess, are
But I
gonna go
think
here somewhere.
Chiara is getting close. Chiara has about, yeah, maybe a dozen pieces left, and Victor. So who else is close? Let's check the others. So we also have Linda and Catherine on the screen.
Disappearing.
Trying to check on printer.
Anime also looks relatively close from what I can see.
Yeah, I can only have maximum 6 on the screen, so it's a shame. I feel like we need to have like 10. I'm really sorry we're going to miss some people.
Where is purpley clouds are here?
Well, from the people we can see, I think it's between Chiara and Victor at this point.
Absolutely destroyed.
But maybe there's someone there that I just don't see.
And congratulations, we have a winner, Chiara.
Yeah, well done.
Time of 52 minutes. Well done.
Good job. And somebody guessed it correctly. Marsha Langer,
No.
52 minutes.
Doesn't go to.
So it looks like Victor's
Then that one goes together. Okay, makes sense.
coming into second. He's got about 20 pieces left. Watching Victor, it's like my eyes can't keep up with his hands.
Yeah, it reminds me a bit of when Alejandro is puzzling. He's also like a very frantic puzzler.
Mm.
Thank you. Somebody is saying we're doing a good job co-hosting, and they enjoy the conversation, and the three of us working together. So thank you for that comment. That's really nice.
Well, I have to actually thank Kiara's husband, because Kiara gave me the feedback that her husband thinks that I should have a second person on here to give it more like a radio feel. So thanks, Kiara's husband, and yeah, so we're trying it, and I'm happy for that idea.
Me. But I can't really see with.
So Linda has only the mountain left. Katrin has the mountain and sky. Quinta, mountain is done, just sky. Anime only has clouds. And Tammy has sky as well. Okay, let's check in with Emilia.
Someone's asking about next week's Wednesday's competition. We will get back to that question a bit later on when it's not so exciting.
Yeah, so now we've got Tobias and Emilia on the screen as well. Okay, so Linda is catching up. I mean, Victor has like 20 pieces of sky, but Linda has like 20 pieces,
between all of these
probably
pieces,
a bit more of mountain.
I have to make the edge.
Yeah, I mean, anybody who can finish this puzzle in under an hour, even under an hour and 15 minutes, I would say is like crazy good. So I was surprised that one of the times actually was reached.
There is also, I feel like, a direction to these
so just
pieces.
as a reminder, I completed this in 1 hour and 28 minutes.
Like, for example, that guy's there. Like these dark pieces.
So Alan also only has sky left.
They
She's
have a
done a big
direction.
cloud chunk in the middle.
This is really exciting. We have Quinta, Victor, and Anime who are busy with the last pieces of the sky, and then Linda who is busy with the last pieces of the mountain, and she doesn't have many pieces left. And neither has Victor. Victor has maybe like 15 pieces left or something like that. So
I think it's just a handful now.
Yeah.
They fit on all of these. Like, how are you supposed to tell? No, that doesn't fit there. Shit.
Go, Victor.
Yes. And the last one. Yay.
Done. Congratulations to Victor from Poland. And I believe this is also his first competition, first time to join us. That was really exciting to watch you. But we also, Linda has also just finished.
Linda, congratulations.
Maybe like 15 seconds or so behind. Yeah, so Kiara did it in 53 minutes, then Victor 58, and Linda also in the 58. So I need to check with Katrin.
Well done, you guys. You did it in under an hour. That's really impressive.
So we're at 57 minutes. So it's a 57 and a half. So there's still 2.5 minutes. And I see some people could also scrape in under the hour mark.
Yeah.
Oh, Magdalena is done. I'm sorry, we missed you. Magdalena claims 4th spot. So actually, the times that I said were incorrect because we didn't start exactly on 7. We started a bit later.
Yeah.
So we just arrived now to 58 minutes. So now the next one is who's going to come next? Is it Quinta or is it Anime?
Or Tammy. No, not Tammy. Well, no. Probably. Yeah, it's hard to say. They're working on different sections, Quinta and Anime.
Jeez.
And there's Magdalena's finished puzzle.
I have to go for the white.
Damarin is also nearing the end, but still has the sky to do. So Madara closing in on the sky.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god, my back is just killed.
It's getting really close for 5th place. Oh, there she did it.
Congratulations, Quinta. Yay. An Anime moments away.
What the heck?
And there we
Maybe.
go.
Who knows? You can't tell shit with
Congrats.
that. Puzzle.
Joey missed the beginning of the live stream. Don't worry, it will be up to watch later if you want to watch the beginning later, and stay with us now. Stay here, chat.
So it looks like Tobias has like 15 pieces, Alan 30, Katrin 20, Arcadius 30, Emilia 15, and Tammy 25-ish. So all very close. So Chiara first, Victor second, Linda third, Magdalena fourth, Quinta fifth, and Anime sixth.
Joey's staying. Good choice.
Yeah, so regarding next Wednesday's competition, I don't know who the people are who are participating. So usually we send out like 3 or 4 days before the competition, we send out an email with a link to the meeting and also the link to the registration. And because people often order for their friends or their siblings, I don't, somebody might order 3 puzzles or somebody might pass it on, and we base it on the registrations. But we only know that a few days before, and often people don't register straight away, so it might be sometimes there's a surprise who turns up to the meeting. So very close between Emilia and Tobias. Who's going to be 7th?
Quinta's asking if we can check in on her sister and Mandy. We will right after we see the next couple of finishes. Someone's rooting for Connie. Connie, if you hear it, some Peter says, go Connie.
Oh yeah, we haven't checked in on Connie in a while. And Emilia.
Emilia.
7th, well done. So let's check in.
Just go there, like.
And Tobias is also done. Good job.
So there's Connie, and we're going to check in on Kira. So now both Ellen and Katrin have about 5 pieces left. There's Quinta's sister, Kira, working on the sky. Tammy
Okay, so
Finish.
this
is
is
done.
And Katrin right after. Like a second later. Good job. So that's the first 10 finishers are done, right?
Yes, it looks like we have our 10. So at the time is 1 hour and 4 minutes.
Wow. Ellen just finished. Good job.
Oh, Ellen just missed out on a top 10 spot. I know that she's been aiming for that.
Yeah, that was
Next time. So close, so close.
like 20 seconds. It's with these moments where you kind of have to remember that really every second counts when you speed puzzle against a lot of people. You know, if you're puzzling on your own, it doesn't really matter that much if you manage to open the bag immediately or things like that. But if you puzzle in a big group against other people, it can really be about like the seconds.
Okay, so Cardius is done, but it seems he's missing a piece. Okay, yeah, that's too bad. Oh, Valerie, where's Valerie?
oh, gee.
Okay, Tobias's camera has gone out. And I'm glad we got the final moments of Valerie there. Cornelia.
Oh.
Okay, so Kiara, are you there?
I am, yes. Hi.
So, oh, hello, and your cat is already making himself comfortable.
Yes,
It's
she
think-
is. I turned the camera off earlier because I was trying to fight with her because she wanted to eat the cable connecting the camera to my laptop.
I think she approves of the puzzle. Makes a cozy spot.
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, so congratulations on another win. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's excellent. So Catherine has some questions for you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, let's start with,
These
with,
guys
with
help.
the cat
There.
one that I had.
Mm.
How do you deal with your cats when you're doing an online competition? Because my cat, just like yours, loves to sit on the puzzle.
Yes. So actually, the cats were not here when I was doing the competition. I have a door that separates the living room area here from the bedroom and bathroom, and like I actually closed the doors for the online competitions. So right now they were like outside of the door and they were like meowing a bit, and I let them out after I was done with the puzzle. When I just train, I usually let them around, and sometimes I just have to instruct them stuff. But for the online competition, it's probably not the best. So.
Yeah, so when it's more serious, they have to go.
Yes, exactly, exactly. He's usually the one that bothers me the most. He's always on the puzzle. Like he just loves the puzzle. So as soon as I open it, it's like that is my badge. The pile of
Yeah.
pieces. Don't touch it.
My cat is the same, and sometimes he will try to like do his claws on the puzzle and then destroy whatever I had built before.
But they're cute. So normally I don't mind.
Yeah. I saw recently that you posted like your Bridgerton puzzles, and I was wondering, can you tell me a bit about like, do you like to puzzle and like watch TV at the same time, or like do you sometimes listen to music, or like do you do any of that?
I do watch TV most of the time. So I have never tried listening to music. When I do like the competition training, I do try to do that in silence just to have, the concentration more like realistic during the competition. But
Mhm.
most of the time, what I do is I puzzle and I watch TV in the meantime. So, like TV series in particular. And so, yes, the Bridgerton puzzles I did do while watching Bridgerton. In that case, I on purpose didn't want to speed puzzle. Like, I put the boxes away and I took my time and like I went through almost the entire evening and the whole Bridgerton for episodes while doing the puzzles, but it was a really enjoyable time. And it's what I do. I just, I puzzle, and then sometimes when like listening is not enough, like I look up and I stop. If I'm timing myself, then I pause the timer, or maybe I forget about it, and then I watch the TV for a bit, and then I go back to puzzling while mostly listening. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's mostly when you do like more casual puzzling and you need some like extra stimulation from across the room.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Like that's what I've always done. Like I remember spending my afternoon in high school, like sitting like on the floor in the living room in front of the TV,
Hmm.
uh, just doing puzzles. So it has always been something that kind of went together with the watching TV and doing the puzzles together. Um, so yeah, I guess I'm just used to it. Podcasts that a lot of people are actually listening to make a lot of sense, but I guess it's my habit, so I haven't tried that yet. I don't know.
Hmm.
Maybe one day.
That one I don't
Yeah,
know even if it's there.
I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff, but like recently I've been into these like murder mystery type podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a specific length, and then I kind of know like, oh, when the episode is over, like I should also be done with my puzzle if I want it to be a good time.
Oh, okay. So you do that with the 500 or like a standard
Yeah, with the
puzzle?
500 ones.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and there's so many different podcasts
Okay.
out there for different interests. You know, you can really find something that you're really interested in, and if you know like the length of it, you can kind of, you know, make yourself like, oh, we're halfway through. I should also be halfway through the puzzle, so you can kind of check in with yourself that way.
Yeah, I don't know. I will tell you when if I start trying that.
Yeah, and then I had a final question.
Yeah, that one.
Um, I noticed that you, just like a lot of us here, are kind of addicted to these speed puzzling competitions. And I saw that you were also traveling to a lot of the competitions. So I was
Mhm.
just wondering, how much of your holiday leave do you use up to travel to the puzzle competitions?
Have some
Um, a good amount,
darker,
especially this year. Like this year that I also went to the
darker.
US when like their nationals was there. I think this year I'm
Okay.
using
No,
almost a half of my holidays
losing
for that.
precious
Like I'm
minutes.
lucky because here in Germany, like we get a
Let's
lot of
see.
vacation days, but still, yes, a big amount is
Leave
spent on
these.
that. And now that my husband is not doing puzzle anymore, like he's not going to come to Valladolid, for example, he didn't come with me to the US. There's a bit of an imbalance on how many days I'm spending on puzzle vacations.
Hmm.
So I don't know. We'll have to figure that out from next year onwards. For all of the like weekend competition, it has been fine for me because I've managed to
Another.
do things like work a bit extra during the week and just leave from home at just after lunchtime on Friday and like travel and be back on Sunday. So I haven't actually used up many vacation days for all the like competitions in Belgium or so in the weekends.
Hmm.
I've been able to manage those. But yes, between Valladolid and
my
Nationals this
times.
year, that's like 2 weeks of vacation that are done.
Yeah, especially because Valladolid is also an extra day compared to last year, so it's almost the entire week.
Yes,
That-
it is. Like Tuesday is not mandatory to be there. I think there's just the opening ceremony, like there
Yeah.
was last year. Last year, I actually missed the opening ceremony because I knew that it wasn't like it's nice to be there, obviously, and you meet a lot of people. It's one of the easiest points in time to meet people because like the hall is all like accessible and people are around just to interact with each other
Yeah.
instead of being like half of it is like, well, not half of it, like 90% of it is tables and you cannot enter and there's just, the corridor on the side. But last year, like just didn't work with my flight schedule. And so I arrived there too late. This year I'm leaving on Tuesday morning. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's
same.
good.
Nice
Yeah,
one.
it's not a week, it's 4 days, but kind of the same when you count vacations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to finally have been able to talk to you because we've seen, or you have not seen me, but I have seen you.
We've missed each other a couple of times.
So yeah, thanks for the interview and congratulations again on your win tonight.
Thank you. Well, thank you for chatting while we were puzzling. It's nice to hear all of the commentary from both of you. So,
Thanks.
Thanks, Karen.
bye.
Bye.
So we've had yeah, some more finishes. Yeah, so 11th was Alan, 12th Arcadius, 13th Valerie, 14th Elodie, 15th Lena, 16th Uta, 17th Cornelia, 18th Kira, 19th Vicky, and 20th Rika.